There's another episode of Them Tech Folks. I'm Rico Randall. I'm joined with Ebony and Reginald. How y'all doing tonight?
Well,
Good.
All right, cool. And we got Simon with us all the way from where are you? Where are you located, Simon?
I'm in Lebanon now. Lebanon, Beirut. You know Lebanon? Yeah,
Lebanon. Yeah, I know
Of course.
Lebanon. I
across
think
the
we all know
ocean.
Lebanon. So
Yeah,
if you don't mind, just kind of introduce yourself and tell us what it is you do.
yeah. My name is Simon Tadros. Basically, I'm a crypto entrepreneur. Before I was a tech entrepreneur, I'm a layer two engineer. I do smart contract and stuff, and I was the first Lebanon to start trading crypto in 2015. As far as I remember, I used to be an OTC dealer because in Lebanon it's hard to buy crypto through the bank, and the bank forbid any crypto related transactions. So I was the first crypto OTC dealer. I used to sell and buy Bitcoin all across the country. Mm, uh, Basically, I had a mining firm. I used to get crypto from outside the country because here mm, uh, very few people knew about it in that time and in 2015. So I was basically the only OTC dealer that used to buy and sell crypto, and I have a development company that do apps and stuff. So until I got like arrested in 2021. So basically, that's who I am.
Okay. So man, that's a lot. That's a lot. But we're gonna get back to that because that arresting thing sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Um, with the IT thing, how'd you end up getting into IT and what did you do in IT?
And what? I didn't hear you well.
You say you did IT before getting into crypto. What were you doing in IT? And
Yeah,
when
I
did
used
you
to do
start
start.
it?
Yeah, I started. Now I'm like 38. So when I graduated from university in 2008, I started my first company. We used to do services, and then we were like in the entrepreneurship area. We were doing like startup weekends and all of the shit. We did many startup, many successful, and a lot of startups that failed. I was in the startup ecosystem in the Middle East, so
Okay.
we used to build a lot of mobile applications from delivery apps to whatever to games to we used to build a variety of apps or startups, and I had a lot of entrepreneurship event I used to organize startup weekend in my country. It's a Seattle based idea. I don't know if they still exist now, but this is what I basically did. I was in mainly in the entrepreneurship field, in the tech entrepreneurship area.
And about how many startups did you start up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of more
Yeah,
than 50
too many
startups.
to count.
Yeah, like more than 50 startup. I used to help also people that were building startups. I was like kind of mentorship, kind of I used to edit code and maintain a lot of many startups at that time in MENA basically, and especially in Lebanon.
I got you. I got you. So was it that were any of them like successful or were they just did they just kind of like run their course and you just on to the next thing?
Many were successful. Even there are ones that went to Silicon Valley, and now they are functional in the United States. Basically, I forgot the names, but it was like Airbnb for offices. I don't remember the name anymore, but it
Airbnb
was
for
like,
offices. Okay.
yeah, it was incorporated for in San Francisco in California, and now it is like operating, and it's valuated more than $50 million, I think.
Dang. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. And how did
Yeah,
you
please, please. I remember the name. It was Peerspace, I think.
Peer
You can look
Space.
it up. Yeah, Peerspace.
Nice. Y'all have any
Yeah.
questions, Reggie or Ebony? What do y'all think about that? 50 startups.
I think that's impressive, but I'm really curious about this arrest.
Like I
Like,
want to jump straight
because
to it, but
because
me too.
I just want to know if the arrest is related in any way to your IT work, to your entrepreneurism.
It is related to cryptocurrency. It is related to
Okay.
Dashcoin. You know Dashcoin.
With the
It is
dog.
related to my cryptocurrency thing. It was not related so much. It was like indirectly related to the
Dash was before
entrepreneur.
Dogecoin.
Oh, Dash, not Doge.
Dash, yeah.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
a little bit about Dashcoin. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
Yeah,
what happened with Dash?
yeah. So basically, because when I entered the cryptocurrency world, uh, people were using my name to put, when you create an ICO or initial coin offering, usually in the past, you used to put the team on the website, and many people use my name to put it like a CTO, because every scam coin, they need a CTO that people will check on LinkedIn and see that he has a history of startups or history in the tech field. So this was I saw this a lot during the year of 2019 2020, that using my name, and I always went to LinkedIn and wrote a small article that I'm not related to any of those startup or to any of those projects, and I do not recommend any project to anyone to buy it, just to protect myself. You cannot protect yourself from the law, but at least you will have like something. You'll be putting something to protect yourself on your LinkedIn or on
Yeah.
any social media platform.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you just trying to like cover your bases and just let them know, like, hey, I've told people on this platform that I'm not related to this project, and it still didn't work out, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it didn't work. But because one day in 2019, I woke up and there was an article written by an American company. I don't know if it's a registered company, maybe in the Virgin Island. When you want to avoid tax, you go to Panama or
Mm.
the Virgin Island. And the article was saying we managed to discover the most sophisticated Discord crypto scammer. And the whole article talk about me, because everyone can today create a story upon your social media profile. So they were like saying the hacker went to party today, so it told us that he's going to party, and then they go to my Instagram account, they took a picture of me in some party, and they put it in the article. They say the daughter of the hacker like play MMA. I don't play MMA. I'm not related to any
Mm.
sport. So they put like a picture of my daughter wearing some boxing gloves. Then they went to my profile, because I used to sell Bitcoin via Facebook. So I used to say like 10 Bitcoins for sale, 5 Bitcoins for sale on my Facebook profile, like on daily basis, because I told you I was an OTC dealer. So I used to sell and buy crypto like on daily basis. So they took all those posts, and they related them to a conversation with the hacker that known by Kratos, which is the god of war, and they related all those this article to my social profile, to make me to paint me as Kratos, as the guy that scammed many people across Europe and the US.
Mm.
Wow, that's crazy. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. I hope that wasn't too difficult for you.
How, well,
So with that
hold
being
on.
said,
I
go
want
ahead.
to know
Rico.
how much did they say you scammed for?
He didn't scam though.
Well,
That's
I
so we
mean, allegedly, how much did
no,
they
he didn't
claim?
scam. We already established it was no
Okay.
scam.
All
Yeah.
right.
So they said that I scammed millions, but basically when I was arrested in Ukraine, they said that I scammed $500 million, and like everyone
God,
was interested in me.
that's
Like the
crazy.
police, Ukraine is like a very not developed country, so everyone wants money.
Yeah.
So when they catch me, it's like the big catch, and they say, of course I will pay them, and they will liberate me there, and I can go back to my country. And I got a lot of deals. First, I arrived when I arrived to Kiev airport. I was guided to a room, and then they said there is an arrest that come from Belgium against you. It is a Europol. I said, oh, okay, but it is not Europe. How Europol is functioning in Ukraine? But they didn't join the European Union. As I
Mm.
said, there is an arrest, and we must execute it on you. I said, okay. And when they took me to the first prison cell, a guy entered the cell and told me I am good guy, and he cannot speak any English, so he can just speak Ukrainian. And he started using a Google translator to guide me to two lawyers that they asked me for $3,000, which I wish I paid because I lost 2 years and more than like $2 million in the process. So I said
Wow.
no, I will not pay anyone. I have nothing to do with this story, and please take me to Belgium. And here the story begins. So they arrest me like 21 days. I had to call like everyone I know in Lebanon. I was a bit connected to the president here, and I asked him so they can extradite me to Belgium so I can start the process and end it because I'm not related to this article or to any crypto theft. I was in crypto because of the philosophy of Bitcoin, of the open network, and not because I wanted to scam people. And I believed in this because I lived in a country where you cannot access the banking system easily, and there is a lot of fuck, if you know what's. It is like. They put you on a list, and my county was on the gray list, so you cannot use a credit card like internationally. It was not easy to have a credit card or to be able to buy things online. And this is why I was amazed by crypto. This is why I joined crypto, because of the freedom it creates. Because the United States today, they rule the world with the US dollar that is printed by a machine. And for me, crypto was something that liberate that it is another form of slavery. So money and the fiat was a form of slavery, and we should be liberated from this. This is why I joined crypto, and I always help people here to avoid scams. I recovered a lot of lost money. I used to make every day like $5,000 from my OTC dealing, because I used to charge 7% on from buying Bitcoin to selling Bitcoin. So
So
I used to take 7%.
what
So I
you
was making a lot of money. I didn't need to scam anyone.
so you said OTC a few times. Can you tell us what
Yeah,
OTC is?
it's an over-the-counter
Over the counter.
dealer. They come with
Okay.
cash to you. They give you the cash, and you give them the crypto, because this was the only way to be able to buy crypto, and this is the only true way of buying crypto. This is what Satoshi Nakamoto
Mm.
wanted, because when you go through the banking system, you are tracked. So if you buy through any exchange like Coinbase or any other exchange, you are tracked. They know what time you bought and how much you bought. So you are tracked, and there is no value in this. So you can use a credit card. Why buy crypto, and why go to the hassle of transaction fees and stuff if you are using an exchange? So an exchange is like a bank. So they need to KYC you. They need to know what do you, where did you get the money, what do you work, and why, how you are spending your money. It is the same. So yeah, I was doing crypto on the right way by being an OTC dealer, by onboarding people on Bitcoin. This is what I used to do. So, uh,
So I
so
have a quick question for you, because you're clearly much smarter than moi in this particular area.
He
How
broke it
do
yeah.
down.
you actually sell the crypto? If they give you money, what are you exchanging?
Yeah, so I take, for example, Bitcoin was at that time like $4,000. I take $4,000 plus 7%, and
Hmm.
I send them one Bitcoin.
Okay.
That's it.
When you sell them one Bitcoin, what does that look like? Like when they come to you and they give you a bundle of cash, what are you giving them and they're walking away with?
Like it's like an email. So they have a wallet on their laptop or on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was on the laptop. So I just put their addresses and I send the Bitcoin. It's like sending an email. And
Okay.
yeah, it's like sending an email, but you need to wait for six confirmation before because Bitcoin need the miner to confirm on their transaction so they can check their addresses on the blockchain and they see they have now the Bitcoin and they can control it. They can send it back to anyone else. They can send zero point 0.1. They can send 0. Whatever Satoshi they want to send, they can use it now. So
Mm.
they will receive it on the people were investing at that time. You know, when you buy crypto at 1,000 and now it's like 104,000 today. So just make 100x approximately. So yeah, this was the time was when I used to do OTC dealing, and I used to win a lot of money because it's like 7%, and you don't make 7% by selling anything that easy because it
Yeah.
was easy for me, but hard for them to get.
How you did? You also said that you was helping people recover crypto.
Yeah,
How
some
what was that?
yeah
What was
some
that like?
people Yeah, some people, for example, when you have Bitcoin Cash, they don't know how to take the Bitcoin Cash because when Bitcoin forked the first time, you received like free money. It was like Bitcoin Cash, it was free. So how they use their private key to recover their, for example, their Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, I used to help them to do those stuff. For example, someone will forget a word, and I know the mnemonic word that make the key. You can find them. So you used to try many keys and to find. There is like a lot of recovering stuff. For example, if you have a hardware wallet that is not working anymore and you lost the key, so we used to deal with those issues back in
Mm.
the time. Now there's a lot of things. For example, we can track transactions to see, for example, when you go to a website and you know there is like honeypots, and you just connect your wallet and you approve a transaction. You approve people to take your money, and they take it. Sometimes we can track it down to a centralized exchange, and for example. Do a mandate through the police and we track it because the police now even in the most developed country like the US or Europe they don't know how to track those kind of transactions and there is few laws especially in Europe for this domain, you know. So I always help people to be able to recover a bit of your yeah. Yeah, the police barely, sometimes they can recover it, but at least they know where it's gone and perhaps we can catch the guy, but it doesn't happen so much because if you go to a tornado or a coin join, they call it a tornado, you can put the transactions in a very chaotic way that it's not you cannot follow those transactions. If you can go
Oh.
through Monero, for example, you cannot follow the transactions.
You said it's
So
called a
yeah,
tornado?
yeah, tornado cash. I don't know if you
Uh,
ever heard of it. The
that's
tornado
first
cash.
time hearing it.
He was the founder, the coder of Tornado Cash was arrested in Amsterdam the last year, and he was prosecuted for 6 years in prison because they said you built a tool and you know people that will use it for bad intentions, and this is what they how they label it. So
He got arrested for that?
yeah, and
Damn.
he took 6 years in prison now. He is Russian. I don't know if it's a political issue, but also the other founder was arrested in the state, and now he's been prosecuted. But Alexis, that he is the founder of Tornado Cash, was arrested in Amsterdam last year, and he was. He got a sentence of 6 years and 6.5 years in prison because he just wrote the code of Tornado. He didn't do anything else because he made a code and they said you know that people intentions they will use it to do bad things. You know, this is he was arrested and prosecuted. It is an interesting story to read.
That's crazy. So what are you doing now since you don't do it doesn't sound like you do the OTC stuff anymore. What are you doing right now in that space?
I'm still in crypto. I'm still. I remade a new company also I serve to run developers staff augmentation we call it for Arab country like Dubai, Emirat, and I rent developers to big corporations. So they can code for them, basically in crypto and outside crypto and apps and websites and whatever idea they
So these
needed
are the
to.
same developers I assume that you were using for your startups before the 50 startups.
Yeah, but now it's new developers because people change when they learn or they go and make their own businesses or they find like higher salaries. So now when you want to rent developers, I use developers from Lebanon, Syria, and the Middle East, and so I can put a leverage on them to be able to make money.
Mm.
So this is what I do now, and also I'm launching a new startup in crypto also. Soon I will be launching it. So yeah, I'm
And
still coding in crypto and also I
oh,
do some portfolio for people. So I do many things related to crypto, tech, and startups, and still in
are
the
you able
same
to talk
domain.
about the startup that you got cooking for crypto, or is it you still is it too soon to talk
Yeah,
about it?
yeah, it's still too soon because
Okay.
it's still too soon. But yeah, so after the arrest, approximately I lost 2 years of my life and all the money I made in the 15 years I worked in crypto and tech. So I lost everything. Like everything went in vain. And now the prosecution still we don't know anything about the case. What is happening to the case? But
Wow.
I won the first. I won fully the first judgment. But now I'm back and I have no compensation. So whatever, not for
Mm.
the years, not for the money I lost, not for the opportunities I lost.
So, besides spending the $3,000 on the lawyer in the jail cell, what
I
would you do different for your new company or someone that wanted to start their own company in crypto?
I don't know if I should advise them to start something in crypto if I don't travel anymore because here in Lebanon we don't have any law in crypto. They are starting to do something, but if you want to work in crypto and you live in a developed country, don't do it. So because you will be prosecuted in the end. Everyone was prosecuted, even CZ, which is the CEO of Binance, the biggest exchange in the world. He was prosecuted in the United States. He served 2 months in prison. And he paid more than $50 million. Yeah,
Damn.
in he was sentenced to pay 50 million and 7 billion from the exchange, 50 million for himself, I think. I don't remember the numbers well, but yes, you cannot work in crypto. You cannot work in crypto if you live in a developed country because crypto is not made to have like laws. If you put a law and put crypto, it can't work. It doesn't work. It is not the aim of crypto. The aim of crypto is to liberate humans from this slavery. And if you put more laws, it doesn't work because the law is the algorithm. So if you don't trust the algorithm, you cannot trust crypto.
Mm. So is there like a certain well, there's a lot of other use cases for it, but um the one that you find being most advantageous is just pulling people away from the banking system, I guess. The global banking
Yeah,
system they
because
can
the
do
other
peer to
uses
peer.
are the other. I don't see any other use because if you have a credit card system, it works. It works very well. So
Mm.
why do you need crypto? You don't need crypto if you have a credit system, and if you want to put crypto again in the banking industry, so you don't need crypto. It is useless. It is not fast. It has a lot of transaction fees, especially in Bitcoin and Ethereum, let's say. So if you put it back to the banking system, put the law again, put it back in the law, you cannot find a use case. I don't see any use case for it.
What about for like smart contracts? Like a lot of
Yes, okay.
people, yeah.
Yeah, but still, smart contract, you can write it in a code, and if it's not decentralized, doesn't have any value. So a smart contract, it could be a very simple code that you can write it. But when you decentralize it, okay, when you have a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, then people will vote on it. So there you can find value. So the value is in decentralization, and everything that will go to the bank will not be decentralized anymore. So it will be centralized. So if they can freeze your USDT, if they can freeze your money, it's the whole system will be much faster and less costly. So it is better. So the value in the crypto, the most important value in the crypto industry is the decentralization. If it is not decentralized, it is useless. I think this is my opinion.
Do you
So
think
you
the
need to trust the algorithm.
do you think the I guess the banking industry or the global financial industry, you think they're working to try to, I don't know, destabilize it or make it not decentralized in some way? Because I
Of
mean,
course
I've
they
heard
are.
about like big organizations like buying up a lot of crypto and stuff like that.
Yeah, today they are buying. They fight crypto. They fight you the first. They fight it for the last 10 years. First, they said only for the Silk Road, and today I heard that the new president will release. They will release Uberich, which was the Silk Road founder. He was arrested and he
Mhm.
took 25 years in prison without parole. So today they are saying that President Trump will pardon him for what he did, and he served only 11 years now. So yes, they said Bitcoin started in the darknet. The only use is the darknet and for buying weapon and drugs. Then they said, this is the only use. And then big investors went like, the most important banks in the US. The CEO went and said it will go to zero, and they try to fight it. Then they bring the miner together one day to change the algorithm, and they try to fight it from like everywhere, and it survived. Bitcoin was built to survive. So now they want to embrace it. So you see, if you look at it from the beginning till now, you see that there is something odd about it. So why did you fight it in the first place? And now you understand it, and back then you didn't understand it. So why now BlackRock and the new president want to adopt crypto? First, I thought it was his campaign to get more people to vote for him. But now things look serious. Yesterday and before they created the Trump coin and the Melina coin, and everyone was buying it, and we got like to $15 billion in less than 2 hours in market cap, which never happened to any meme coin before. So this is weird, and today the SEC head of SEC has resigned, which is very optimistic for crypto, but we never know what will happen. Are they trying to adopt it to be able to control it, or they adopt it because they like it, or what are the reasons? I don't know. Maybe they want to control it.
So, Simon, I had a quick question for you. You mentioned a little while ago that if you don't trust the algorithm, you can't trust the crypto. So, what are some things that you would do to verify or validate an algorithm?
Yeah, for Bitcoin, you can read the white paper. You can You can check the team, but the advantage in Bitcoin that the founder is not known, and you just have this white paper, and the white paper is so clear, and it's very innovative at that time in 2009 when it was written. In 2008, but nowadays, if you wanna verify a crypto project, you have to check the team, you have to check the tokenomics, how they are distributing the coins, and you have to check if the holders, if they have many holders, of if the holders have a lot of the supply, if they have like majority of the supply, you cannot trust it. They can dump on you at any time. They can exit the project. You can read a lot. You can read. And the white paper is the technical aspect of the project. What it will do, and is it useful? You will find it useful or not. Are those people serious? How much funding they got from which corporation? They got the funding. This is important because when people, for example, like A16Z is it's a VC that fund a lot of crypto projects, and when they are funded by this big incubator, you can know that those will do good because they have the good network, the good advertising, they have the people, they have the followers. So this is what you need to check. You need to check if how much authentic this project is. So yeah, this is you can, if you are a coder, you can check the code, but if you are a normal person, you just need to check those criteria. Yeah.
I'm a normal person.
Yeah, but now you have ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can tell you a lot of
Yeah, I'm definitely got to
a lot
check
of stuff
Chat
about the
GPT.
project.
Oh, it's
Raining.
raining over here. How's the weather over there, Simon?
Yeah, it's cool. It's winter, but it's cool, like 16, 17 degree.
Ooh, man,
Yeah.
that hurt me, man. So, that's not the weather outside, even though it has been raining all day. That is the signal for a segment in the show called Lightning Lessons. So, what Lightning Lessons is, Simon, is at a certain point in the show, we take a pause to give you 1 minute to teach us anything you want to teach that you can teach within a minute. You'll get some time to think about what you want to teach, but it'll be 1 minute of time that you'll have to teach us something. So we'll give you some time, and whenever you're ready, just say what it is you're going to be teaching, and we'll start the timer. Let me grab the timer.
Yeah. I can teach you how to use Dex Screener, for example, to find to check a coin, for example, if it's a valid coin.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me.
I can share my screen, for example.
Hold on. Oh, you want to share your screen?
Yeah, or you can share your screen, for example, to check a coin, and I can tell you what to look and how to look on it.
You know what? What I'll do is I'll just start the timer because I was gonna share screen so I can have the timer up so you can keep up with the time. But you can go ahead and share your screen. I think that'll be a better use of the share
Yeah.
because this is gonna be interesting. Man,
Okay, so can you see my screen now?
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay, so I can start for the 1 minute.
All right, going now. All right, start.
For example, let's look at Trump coin. Okay, so you go to dexscreener.com. You look for the coin you want. Usually you can copy paste the smart contract here. You can see that here it is on Solana. Okay, we enter the coin. Okay, for example, you can check the price here. You can see the graph here. You can see that people are selling now. A lot of sales you can see here. The most important thing is to look on the liquidity. So there is like 700 million in liquidity. This is the market cap. Here we can see the volume. We can see the volume. It's important to check the volume percentage to the market cap. We have always, if a coin is trending, it should be more than 10% from the market cap. So here is 700 million, it's about 9%. So here you can check the buyers for like the 24 hours, the 6 hours. The makers are people who buy and sell. For example, in the 5 minute, we have like 10 sellers and only one buyer. Okay, we can also look into, for example, here, if they have like good points and the audit, we can check the audit that they have no issues in the audit. It is mintable, feasible, it's no, so it is good to buy. We
So
can check here
your timer went out, but keep going.
yeah, so we can see here the holders, and we can see for other meme coins, if you have like 80% of in one address, it's a rug pull. So here it's not a rug pull because it is launched by the president of the United States. But usually when you see like a lot of supply in one place, you can see it. Here you can see the top trader. For example, the best one made $32 million in his trade.
So
The
one
second,
person holds 80% of that coin.
yeah, basically the creator. So the creator
Okay,
of
so
the
he
contract.
has 80% of it.
Yeah, but basically because this is trusted, because this is made by the president. But for other coin, if he hate 80%, he will dump on you. He can make the coin go to zero in no second. In
Hmm.
1 second, it will go to zero. He will sell all the supply. We can see here the traders. The best trader made, as we can see here, not 72 million, 32 million, and the second trader made 30, the third trader made 26 million. So we have like 5 traders that made more than $10 million the Trump coin. So that's it basically.
And I was probably asleep when that happened.
I hope you learned something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm in the wrong business.
Thank you. That was really informative. Is this a tool that you use regularly for that purpose, Dex Screener?
Yeah, Dex Screener for all meme coins, shit coins, and made on Solana base. It support Moonshot, Pump Fun, and a lot of platforms. So Dex Screener, Dex Tools, so not be an advertising for Dex Screener. So yeah, Dex Screener or Dex Tools are the best in this area.
What makes a coin a shit coin?
What makes it a shitcoin? Because you know Pump.fun. Ever heard of this website?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go and anyone can create a coin in 1 second, and people start buying it. This is a shitcoin because it doesn't have any purpose. Just you want people to buy it, but they buy it and they dump on each other. So I buy for 100, you buy for 200, and then I sell for 120, let's say. So I win $20. So people do it all day. Millions of coins I created every day on this platform, and they have it's a very ugly website, and they have coins that get colored when they buy it, so you can see it. It's been like flashing.
Mm.
So when it flashes, so people are buying this coin, and basically they all dump it before they call it the bounding curve. When you reach the bounding curve, they rug it, they sell all the supply, and it will go to zero. People lost their money, and one guy living in India, or I don't know, a Nigerian prince make $500 to feed his family. This is what
Wow.
happens on Pump.com. Yeah,
Dang.
it happens regularly every day. Millions of coins are created. 0.001%. They made it. This coin made it, and it will go to more than $100 million in market cap, and because they will have a project behind it. If they don't have anything behind it, it will not work. And now what is trending is AI agents. So they link AI to blockchain, and they do some agents, like they check the coin, and they like use ChatGPT, and they put some data in it, and they tell you this is an AI agent, so people start buying this coin, and it is the hype. They follow the hype, you can say. You
So
know?
what's the AI agent doing though? Is the AI agent like kind of pretending to be a person buying
No,
coin
no,
or buying crypto or?
it's like ChatGPT. You just ask him questions. What do you think is trending in the market? And he will tell you this coin is trending in the market, and
Okay.
it can draw graph and can tell you TA, for example, technical analysis, which I don't believe in it at all in crypto. Maybe in the stock market it works, but in crypto it doesn't work. It tell you a bit about like moving averages. I don't know if you know about it in trading. So you, if you know about it, you know the RSI, some bullshit indicators that never
So
works.
that doesn't work in crypto.
That doesn't work in crypto
Why and why
because
is that?
because when you are investing in a project and you find someone find a bug in it and everything go to zero and for example
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Luna, Luna at that
Luna
time,
crush. Yeah.
the Luna crash, yeah. So someone can crash the coin at any second because they have a lot of supply. It's not regulated, so the regulation is in the algorithm, and sometimes the algorithm doesn't work because he was at that time. This guy was creating like an algorithmic stable coin, which is not possible. It shows it's not possible to create a stable coin which is algorithmic. And now you have stable coins and also that are dangerous. The only secure thing is Bitcoin because of the architecture of how it is distributed across the nodes, how it is mined because you are using energy to, you know, the only standing coin in proof of work now it is Bitcoin. They created Caspa. It got a trend sometimes, but it is not. I don't see useful things out of it, because maybe the founder is like anonymous. This give Bitcoin a lot of interesting aspect in it. You know.
I thought that they had like different proofs because of the way that Bitcoin was being mined. It wasn't really, people monopolized on GPUs and things like that. And so they had other coins created with different types of proofs, to allow the coin to circulate better. But I mean, you probably know better than I do. Like, what's the purpose for the different types of proofs for coins?
Yeah, the speed, because you know it's always a trilemma. It is the speed versus scalability versus security. You know, but you have you have always three pillars. You know, decentralizing and so it's always three pillars. You cannot have them all at the same time. Okay, Bitcoin is slow, but Bitcoin is secure. This is the thing. You cannot have speed, security, and decentralization at the same time, because, for example, many coins like are very fast. You know, but the BNB chain is fast. It's so fast and it's so cheap, but it is not secure because it's not decentralized. You know. So this is the aspect, you know, that you should look on. You cannot have the three things at the same time.
But
Until
so
now.
so Bitcoin is it trades speed, and but does it also trade the security part of it? I mean, I'm assuming when you say security, you're talking about like the anonymity, or are you talking about something else?
The security of the network, you know, no
Okay,
one can
okay.
change your balance at a bank. You can get hacked, you know, they can change your balance, but no one can change your Bitcoin balance. No one can create more than 21 million Bitcoin, you know. This is the important stuff because Bitcoin is inflation free. You cannot create more than 21 million Bitcoin. This is the consensus, and people will not change it because they do not because the miners control this, and if the miners change it they will lose money, because if you create more Bitcoin will go, price will go down, and they are paying electricity bills to maintain those mining farms, you know. So this is the issue here. So if you change the consensus, people will lose money and they will protect it and they will die for it, you know.
Yeah. And you would
This
have
is
to
what.
control a lot of nodes to be able to change it. And that would take a
Yeah.
lot of energy. So you'll probably
Yeah,
lose more
yeah,
money.
and you know there is a lot of nodes in China and a lot of
Yeah.
nodes in the US, and maybe the US and China will not be friends, so they will always this competition. This is the gaming theory. This will create the security of Bitcoin. So it is a bit complicated. It's a bit beyond technology.
Gotcha.
It is more human.
Yeah, got any other questions? I'm monopolizing, but it's been a while.
I
We did
don't.
talk a lot.
What did we talk about, Simon?
Yeah, about the arrest. We just like the whole story.
Oh,
It's
well, this podcast is really more focused on the technical aspect and not your misdealings with the law.
Yeah.
But,
um,
but the technical aspect was the most important part of the law.
yeah. What's that?
Yeah, because why they didn't find who stole this money, and I was because of the tornado. We're talking about the coin join, because the hacker used the coin join. But I was able in the end of the case to find an address that it is related to Binance, and when you go to a centralized exchange, people KYC. So I was able to find the address of the attacker, and but the prosecutor was dumb enough to not take this into consideration and to not pursue my funding, because I used a software, a very complicated software that they ran for $100,000 a year to be able to track transactions, and I was able to track the transaction, but the prosecutor didn't look at it.
So they lock you up for 2 years, but they wasn't
Yeah,
willing to do the work required to find a real
I
culprit.
mean, to be fair, if you were giving me evidence that somebody else did something to prove that you didn't do something, then I need a whole lot more detail.
yeah, but when you don't have any evidence and it's based on story written by a blogger on the internet.
Yeah.
So imagine today I will go and I write a story about you, and I put it on the internet, and people will read it and they will prosecute you. It is very dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
a
part.
big problem. We got to just have AI writing bad stories now.
Huge problem.
Yeah,
'Cause I mean,
do
it's
it
like
in a couple of minutes.
they lock you up on some bullshit.
Yeah,
God.
No,
yeah.
Rico, you're supposed to be churching it up.
Oh yeah, you're right. They lock you
No.
up on some bull crap. Churched up.
Good job. Simon, where are you right now?
I'm at home. I live in a compound in Lebanon.
Yeah. What time
So
is it?
uh, it is 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Oh man.
I appreciate that dedication. Now, Rico's going to harass you for a couple more questions, but
I will.
I feel like at 4 a.m., I would be asleep. So,
I know. I don't. I'm a night person. I'm night old.
oh,
Yeah. I work till 8 a.m. and I sleep at 8 a.m. Wake up at 4 p.m. I don't like to see people in the morning because everyone is angry and they want
So,
to go to their work, to their shitty work, and do the same thing
yeah.
again.
I
I
like
want to live.
overnight work too. People that work overnight by choice, they're usually much more pleasant.
So Simon, you say Ebony's kind of like my mom. She ain't as pretty as my mama, but she tries to be my mom. Makes me church it up. Um, so I won't hold you too long. But I do have at least one more question. If it's Ebony, can I ask him one more question, please, ma'am, mommy, mom? Go
Don't do
ahead.
that. Do not do that.
Okay, I won't.
Simon, can he ask you one more question? You got time for this?
1 million more questions.
Mm. All right. Why did you want to come on the show?
Actually, I like everything that it is made in the US, especially in
Yeah.
the show industry, because really the US is a country of entertainment. I was there before I was arrested like 1 month ago. I was in Vegas, LA, and I was also in Vegas, LA, and yeah, LA basically the upper side, and in Silicon Valley, and um, in I forgot the name, in the LA city.
Mhm.
So yeah, I said I was gonna be arrested there in the US if for this story, and I had this feeling. And when I left the US, I was never. It was very normal. I entered the US and I left, and nothing happened. I felt something when I was leaving. They put a machine to scan the eyes of the passenger, and I said this machine is for me. But why didn't they arrest me? My vacation end here, and I'm leaving now. But they took, and yes, I was followed by the FBI, and this was made by the FBI because I didn't tell the story. If I told you the story, you will be able to know that the FBI was investigating me, and I said, please let them arrest me because I can explain, because I know they understand more than any country in Europe, but this never happened, and this is
So
why.
you feel like it would have been in your benefit to be arrested in America versus
Yeah, the prison system is very bad.
uh,
I know that, but I know that they can understand what I'm saying.
uh.
I'm not dealing with a dumb European. This is my,
Man, you
this
can't
is my
say that
hit.
stuff, man. You still over there, bro.
This is crazy, Simon.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say, I wish I was arrested in the US. This is wild.
I
Man,
wish I was.
he talking cash shit about the European police. And watch, we gonna hear this.
Listen, I
Let me
don't
tell you something.
I
The
do
European are
not
the slaves of the Americans.
endorse the views of Simon.
Look, the US was born from the European, but in the end, the European became the slaves of the masters. They created the US, but then the European becomes their slaves. This is what happened. I cannot change this fact. This is what happened. So if they tell you arrest this, you need to arrest him, even if you don't believe in it.
Mm.
Yeah, the world doesn't look like you see it. There is a lot of injustice in this world, and it was born from democracy and within democracy. Then this is really sad.
I thought you were about to answer the question and be like, I didn't want to come on this show. I didn't want to come on this show, but I was awake at 4 a.m. and I didn't have nothing
No,
else to do.
no, actually, I really like Americans. The people is awesome, but
Yeah.
the system is bad. The system everywhere is bad. When
Everywhere.
when you put people in it, they become slaves, and this is very bad.
And you sincerely still feel like Bitcoin's helping a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Bitcoin is helping, but unfortunately, when you become with regulations, you cannot change. You cannot change this, but people will always find alternatives. Monero now it's very safe to use because it is anonymous. But if you go when I buy it from exchanges, you cannot find it in Binance. You cannot find it, the biggest exchange. You cannot find it in Coinbase, which is the biggest American exchange. You cannot find it with FTX. FTX now is dead. With Sam Bankman-Fried. It's the story of Sam Bankman-Fried, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you cannot find it. People need privacy. They need anonymity, but it's not happening because the government always need to control.
Yeah.
And this is really bad. This is not Satoshi's ideas, but people now buy for the gain. All people that interacted with crypto, they interacted to make fast gain, to be able to exit the system. But most of them, they didn't make any gain. Only people who has money made money from crypto.
Got it. Well, you got anything else you want to leave the people with before we close it down for tonight?
Yeah, believe in crypto before buying it. Understand it. Don't use it to make fast gains because you're gonna lose. Most of the time, you're gonna use. If you are lucky, you gamble. Go to the casino. Go to Vegas. Don't buy shitcoins.
Yeah.
Just understand the crypto and buy it from a good investor perspective.
Do people still say hodl? Is that the right word still? Hodl.
Yeah.
Just keep it.
Yeah, I like to make fast money. This is people. All people need money. The universe is not the universe. The Earth. That spin around this subject.
Got it. Cool. You got anything else, Ebony? Marco, you got anything?
But really nice to meet you all, guys. You
Me
are
too,
all
man.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Even
Let
Marco
me.
didn't say anything.
Yeah, he came in late. He probably was in the
Yeah,
gym or something.
Yeah, great.
Let me start the recording. Let everything pull up. Let's see. Got
Okay,
Ebony.